This episode of Ad is brought to you by GoToAssist Express. Learn more at gotoassist.com/butterscotch. A few of you out there might know the name Rambus as a maker of memory. And we've got some in the Sony PlayStation back here, which is why we're playing Rock Band up here. That's not why we're here today. We actually are talking to Kendra, the Senior Marketing Manager at Rambus, about LEDs. Now, what's going on here? We've got like a backlight here.
That's correct. So it's actually a recent acquisition for Rambus. We acquired a patent portfolio and the design team from Global Lighting Technologies, and it's an LED backlighting technology. So it's not an actual technology on the LEDs themselves, but it's an optical design technology that allows you to use LEDs as your light source, but in an edge lit configuration. And so this right here is actually just a small prototype that is using 6 LEDs across the back edge. And what it is you're allowing, to use that limited number of LEDs, but you're still seeing uniform brightness across the entire display.
So it's pulling from those 6 LEDs and just dragging it all the way across.
Exactly. So you're gonna have uniform brightness across the entire display, even though your light source is only just from the single edge.
Okay, so this is the technology you would see on a screen like this or a small notebook screen with an LED backlight.
So it's pretty common. LEDs are used in a lot of cell phones and smaller format displays today. But the benefit of this technology is that you can actually take it and use it in a larger format display, whether it be an HD TV or a laptop or even keyboard backlighting as well. So in things like MacBook, how you see that they've got the keyboard backlighting, you can use this technology there as well. And what it is it's an optical design technology that takes advantage of small light distribution features called microlenses. And you can see this is actually the one that goes with this display. And you can see that there's actually more microlenses on the far end, obviously, rather than where the light comes from, because you're going to need more of the light reflected as it becomes farther and farther away from the light source.
It looks a little bit scuffed, but that's not actually scuffing. Those are little lenses.
Exactly. They're tiny little microlenses that you can vary the shape of, the density of, the distribution of it, depending on, obviously, where your light sources are coming from. So depending on your application, you can vary where you're bringing the light sources in from. You can vary the intensity of the light from the LED sources. And this also allows you to control the viewing angle very precisely. So for an application like an LCD TV, what you can do in order to maintain efficiency with a very limited number of LEDs is set it up so that the viewing angle is wide from the horizontal standpoint, so you can have people sitting one end of the room and the other end of the room and still have a great view of the television. But limit it from a vertical standpoint so that you're being very efficient with your use of light. So then you can use either fewer LEDs or LEDs that are of lower brightness, so they're less expensive or more readily available. Obviously, as LED technology gets better and better, you can keep using fewer and fewer LEDs as they get brighter. But this technology has applications in general lighting and in large format displays.
So it's flexible depending on your needs and scale.
Exactly.
Now, you told me one interesting thing before we got started here about the placement of the lights along this strip. Now, obviously, you've got them along this edge here, but on a TV, it may be a little bit different with something this big.
Exactly, yeah. So another thing that's going to come into play when you go to large format displays is thermals.
Which is heat, basically.
Exactly. So the thermal design is going to make a difference. If you've got LEDs along the entire side, then the LEDs at the top are going to get hotter because heat rises.
Because heat's riding and you're getting more of it.
So those LEDs would actually have a shorter lifespan than the ones at the bottom because they're experiencing a lot higher stresses because of the thermals.
There you go.
And so what you can do with this technology is actually just put the LEDs either all on the top or all on the bottom so that they're experiencing the same thermal conditions throughout their lifetime. And you can actually extend the life of the LED itself as well.
There you go. So now you know how to take a few LEDs and spread them out across the whole screen. Thank you so much, Kendra.
Thank you.
Hey there, Andy here.
Sean here.
Andrew here.
And we're in Las Vegas at CES 2010. I want to tell you about a brand new product called GoToAssist Express from Citrix Online.
At Butterscotch, we're in the business of helping people solve their computer problems.
And GoToAssist Express is a fantastic tool for offering remote support to your clients, your colleagues, or even your grandma.
Grandma!
It'll save you time and money, and it'll make you look like a hero to boot.
So finally, a remote support solution that's easy and affordable.
And it's fun! So try Go to Assist Express right now, free for 30 days. For this special offer, you must go to gotoassist.com/butterscotch. That's gotoassist.com/butterscotch for a free trial.